Thousands of fish spilled across the highway. Oregon State Police are now saying speed may have played a role in this wreck. Good evening to you. I am Brian Richardson. This all started around 3 o'clock this afternoon when troopers say a semi ran off the road and into a utility pole. The crash was on Highway 126 in Cedar Flat. KENZIE 9 News reporter Sarah Hurwitz was the first reporter on the scene. She is now live in the studio with our top story here at 11. Sarah.
The crash shut down one lane of the highway for several hours as crews worked to get to the driver and clear the scene. It's all too familiar for people who live right near the crash, who say that they've seen crashes before on the dangerous stretch of highway. Hours after a crash on the MCKENZIE highway, a semi-truck silhouetted by emergency lights, just feet from the homes and the people who live there.
My daughter took it as sounded like an earthquake, and it does resemble that. The house shakes.
Standing on his dark front porch looking through the trees at this crash, it's nothing Robertson hasn't seen before.
We've had cars in the driveway, trucks where that one is now before, and then a log truck accident that ended up clear over at Cedar Flat Road.
This was the scene earlier Tuesday afternoon. A smashed semi-truck in a ditch, a cracked utility pole which left some without power, and thousands of fish strewn about the road. Oregon State Police say just before 3 Tuesday afternoon, an Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife truck carrying more than 11,000 spring Chinook salmon lost control and went off the road.
It's rough, honestly. It's sad to see, and that was one of the things I was hoping not to see, was the entire load gone.
None of the fish were able to be saved, their carcasses lying everywhere, raising safety concerns for the community.
You know, you've got delicious smelling fish right along the road. My concern is that that's going to draw animals closer to the highway, and that could increase the risk of collision in this stretch.
There's going to be other wildlife that it's going to be smelling that. They're going to be all over here, which may cause another accident.
The smell of the fish and his home without power remind Robertson something needs to be done about the continued crashes near his home. And the name of the driver has not been released at this point. He was transported to the hospital with minor injuries. We're told that he was from Roseburg. ODFW says that he was hauling fish from the MCKENZIE hatchery to the Coast Fork Basin. These fish were only being moved today because of the malfunction at the Leberg Dam. Live in the studio, Sarah Hurwitz, KENZIE 9 News.